Commanders, and it's all up next.
We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The kicker, Ramiz Ahmed, ready to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024. Signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson.
He's got space past the 25.
And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Quick throw. He's got Hunt on the slant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Cousins.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 44-yard line. Here's Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Cousins.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Commanders' offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard gain. We're still in the first half.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson
from 19 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A run for the first time would be John Robinson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. And a dump off here to Robinson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. And McLaurin, the motion man right.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. To the air goes Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And this time he is in.
Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They go play action. Cousins.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions.
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Daniels looking to throw.
Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Here's Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Cousins now.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio, to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. It's the rookie, Bo Nix, with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both teams finishing up their final adjustments. We're ready for the second half as we get back up to D.C. and give it back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. They go play action. Daniels.
Flushed out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
And they'll try to run the option here.
The 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Throwing now is Daniels.
This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Austin Eckler.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Throwing his Cousins.
That one deep for London.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On play action. Cousins.
That one deep for London.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Cousins now from the 50. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousins.
That's out wide here for Robinson. Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the gun, here's Cousins.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now back to throw.
That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Crowder. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
It's Eckler again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Eckler diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see. Dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back now at Commanders Field.
And this is a blowout so far as we get... For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. To throw is Cousins.
That's complete to Mooney. Washington on third down.
A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play fake. Cousins.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line. Cousins again.
Throws right back to London. Complete again.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
2nd down in the yard.
To throw, Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Cousins.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. Runs through the contact and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Mariota. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a gain of 10. And the Falcons first down.
Here's Cousins.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Cousins.
That pass complete to Moore.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Crowder now to return. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Mariota going to change the play.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Washington, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.